What's going on, XRP Army? So listen, if you're new to investing and XRP or crypto this year is one of your first years getting involved, I want you to notice something about the market right now. It's everything. It's not one crypto. And I just want you guys to think about this for a second. Us retail investors don't have the kind of money to move the markets like that. I think what you're seeing is because we're going into the new year with a new administration, is corporations and whales, billionaires, readjusting. It almost seems algorithmic. It almost seems like some kind of manipulation. But nonetheless, they're repositioning themselves with the information that they have. And it makes a lot of people panic sell. And you could sell and take some profits at the top and wait for it to come down and put it back in. But most of you that are new investors are going to mess that up. You're going to be emotional. It's going to come down about halfway and then start to go up a little bit, and you're going to FOMO back in. And then it's going to go down after you FOMO back in, and you're going to go, oh no. And you're going to FOMO out. And then it's going to start to go up again, and you're going to FOMO in. You don't want to do that stuff. Once you've made the decision to take profits, let it fall all the way down. It takes a couple days sometimes. Crypto moves a lot. But I want you to think about Bitcoin. It was once at 6 cents. And now Bitcoin is hovering around 100,000. A little bit below, a little bit over, a little bit below. Just think of that. And how many times do you think Bitcoin went up and down, up and down? Well, we know regulation is coming in 2025. The ISO 2022 tokens, there's only like 6 of them. And that means they're going to be compliant with the banks. Some other meme coins might survive depending on what the regulation is. But if you know which ones are going to survive regulations, that's where everything's adjusting right now. That's where people are moving everything. XRP is going to be the number one stunner. You're going to have Bitcoin, which is going to be like a store of wealth. And then you're going to have XRP, which can be a store of wealth. But it's going to be for transferring money around the world. And at 100 billion tokens, these XRP needs to be $1,000 or more for it to work right? Because how much XRP do you need to send $1 billion if it's only $1? You need a lot. You need 1 billion XRP. There's only 100 billion. Trillions of money moves around every night. If it's replacing the SWIFT system, XRP has to be somewhere around $1,000 value. So don't let these whales adjust in their profiles. This is not retail panicking over a government shutdown or anything like that. It's not. We just don't have that kind of money to move the markets in unison. Look at every single crypto. Zoom out and look at everything. We can't do that. And every time it goes down, billionaires and millionaires are buying bigger bags because they know what's coming in 2025. XRP, Hedera, Stellar, Algorand, all the ISO 2022 tokens that are compliant with the banks, that's what that means. Do you guys use ChatGPT? Listen, it's free and you can do some research with it. You got questions about the future of your token? If it's compliant with the ISO 2022 222 20022. ISO 20022. Look it up. They're going to the moon, baby. They have to. They're not gonna use the traditional finance system. This has been planned for years. Years and years and years and years. Anyways, buy a bigger bag. Don't sell your XRP. You only lose if you sell. It's going right back up. And then it's going to come down a little bit. If you notice, every time it's come down, XRP, it's had a new floor. We call that support. We've got very good support now around the $2 range. Last week it was $1.90. This week it's just under $2, like $1.98. So every time it comes down, it retests that floor. It should give you confidence. Buy a bigger bag. This is not financial advice. Down days are days you buy. Any of the professional crypto investors that are rich from crypto investing, they know that it took them a while. You'll hear guys telling you they lost $100,000 because when they were new, they let their emotions get them to sell. And then buy because it went back up. And then they sold. And just over and over and over. I've made that mistake a few times. I'm probably 300 shares of XRP less, which isn't a lot, honestly, that I could have had if I would have not have set. Sorry, I'm driving here and I've got semis all around me. I set stop losses. And when I was sleeping or at work, it sold on me. And then it bounced right back up. And I had to figure out where to get my position in. And you're going to want to FOMO back in. Because it might go up for 12 hours higher than when it sold out on your stop loss. And that whole 12 hours, you're like, oh God, I missed out. Should I FOMO in? And we've all made that mistake. And I'm sure I'll probably make it again. But the longer you have in the market and the more you understand what's happening, this is a once-in-a-lifetime journey right now. The transfer of wealth from one system to another. And they're not going to come right out and tell you, hey, if you put your money in XRP, I'm talking about the financial people who are controlling the markets and about ready to flip the switch. Because they know what's coming. And that's what they're doing. And every time you buy it for cheap, they have to buy it for a little bit more expensive. And it's going to affect their bottom line in the future. Do your research. Understand what's happening. And short of World War III or Trump being assassinated, I think we're in a good headspace for this whole 2025 until 2029. And then we'll reevaluate at the next presidential election who is in charge, what they're saying, and who might win. But right now, you've got a long runway, and we are just at the tip of it, about ready to take off. And every time you see that price comes down, you should be seeing how can you afford to buy a little bit more if you can. I'll be honest with you, I use XRP as the bank. Every time it goes down, I put my money in. And then it goes up. And sometimes I take a little bit of profit as it's at the top. And I just leave it in my ready to invest again. I don't even pull it out unless I have to. There's got an emergency come up. I got to pay a bill. You only lose if you sell. And most people that are new to the market sell when it turns red, which is the opposite of what you want to do. It's the opposite. If you didn't sell at the top, you ride it back down, you put more in at the bottom, and when it comes back up, you'll have even more. And usually you've got a higher top and and a higher low if you've got the right crypto. Fart dust and all that, that's all cute. Pepe. Even, you know, I made money on Dogecoin. That's how I got my education. But unless somebody turns it into a utility token, it's just always going to be a pump and dump. You can make money there, but you have no guarantee that it, like, long term, like with XRP, Bitcoin does have utility. It's just expensive to use the utility. But the reason why it's digital gold is because there's only 21 million tokens. So it's overbought. It's like gold. It's digital gold. Anyways, don't panic. Trust your gut. Do some research so you know what you're investing in. Don't FOMO in and don't FOMO out. Later.